What if I told you that changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico could spark political tensions, cost billions of dollars, and even rewrite history? Sounds crazy, right? Well, let's break it down. On the day of his inauguration on January 20th, President Trump signed 26 executive orders. One of these orders renames the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. The Gulf of Mexico is a water body, bound by Cuba, eastern states in Mexico, and states on the Gulf Coast of the United States: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. The Gulf of Mexico has had its name for about 400 years. So can he actually do this? Technically, yes, he can. Trump can rename the Gulf of Mexico for his domestic audience, but the rest of the world does not have to go with that name change, since there are no international laws that decide what a common maritime space or a disputed territory is called universally. It's no secret that Google Maps will be one of the first things you think of that will be affected. Here's how they will handle this. What exactly will change on Google Maps? The name of the Gulf of Mexico will change to Gulf of America for users who are within the US. It will remain Gulf of Mexico for users within Mexico. Google Maps will display both Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America to users who are neither in the US nor in Mexico. Okay, so with that understanding, are there any other repercussions that could come from this name change? The answer, yes, there are a lot. First up, politics. The name Gulf of Mexico ties this massive body of water directly to Mexico. If someone proposed a new name, it could spark major diplomatic tensions. The US, Mexico, and even Cuba might disagree on what to call it. And let's be real, Mexico would not be happy about their name being erased from the map. Could this lead to territorial disputes? Some might argue that if the name changes, legal agreements about fishing rights, oil drilling, and even military presence could be up for debate. And that brings us to... The Gulf isn't just water, it's a major economic powerhouse. Billions of dollars in trade, tourism, and oil production flow through here every year. But renaming it? That could cause serious confusion for shipping companies, energy giants, and even travel businesses. Imagine cargo ships sailing with outdated maps, contracts needing expensive revisions, and tourists wondering if their dream vacation spot just disappeared from existence. If the name changes, then every single map, textbook, and international treaty would have to be updated. That's a logistical nightmare. Treaties between the United States and Mexico, agreements on fishing rights, environmental protections, and even hurricane tracking systems would all need revisions. Not to mention how many globes and maps in every classroom around the United States. The clear winner here are the map companies. The Gulf of Mexico has had its name for over 400 years. It dates back to Spanish explorers in the early 1500s. Changing it could be seen as rewriting history, or worse, as a political power move. People don't like messing with history. Just look at how much controversy comes up anytime a city or landmark gets renamed. Recently, there's been a push to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. This proposal has led to significant debate and controversy. Proponents argue that the new name reflects the Gulf's importance to the United States, but critics see it as an unnecessary and politically motivated move. Mexico has strongly opposed the change, emphasizing the Gulf's historical and cultural significance to their nation. Realistically, changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico would be so complicated, so expensive, and so controversial that it's highly unlikely to actually happen. However, if it does, then there's going to be a huge cost associated, lumped on society. Not only that, it is going to open up legal disputes, as many legal documents that refer to the Gulf of Mexico could be found void. At the end of the day, no matter what we call it, the Gulf isn't going anywhere. But let me know, what do you think it should be called? Thanks for watching.